Hey guys, it's Kip here from KDC Marketing, and in today's video I want to show you the Wix Studio wireframe kit that you can use in Figma, and this is going to help you speed up your production when you're building websites, and it's really cool. So I'm going to show you this today on how you can use it, and it talks a little bit about the new Figma to Wix Studio plugin, so we'll talk about that as well. But I'll put a link to this page in the description because this is where you're going to want to start. You're going to start here, you're going to click open this kit in Figma, and when you do, this is what it will look like. So you start with the cover page, and then you get some instructions on how to use the new plugin, the Figma to Wix Studio plugin. So it just walks you through step by step, step 1, step 2, all the way to step 5 on how to use it. I have a YouTube video where I went over the Figma to Studio plugin, so I'm not going to cover that in this today. But this is a really cool new plugin where you can just import your designs from Figma directly into Wix Studio. So they have instructions on that. And the way that this wireframe kit is structured is you have the different content types. So you have like your header sections here, then you have your hero sections, and they have several options here for hero sections. And then they have cards. So same thing, just a bunch of different options for cards. They have highlights. So some really cool sections. They have slideshows. So these would just be things to tabulate on the website, like a reviews section or something like that. And then they have just text-based sections here. And then some lists that you can use, a couple of lists. And then they have bento box grids, which are really popular right now. And then they have footers. So these are all the footers. And then they have the components tab where you can go in and change the components if you're familiar with Figma. So this is where they used all of the icons and logos and buttons and everything here. So these are all made up of components. So you can see, if you're familiar with how Figma works, these are components, and then you can reuse these to build your website mockup. So that's actually what I did here. I built this wireframe mockup using the wireframe kit. I just took the different components and added them together as sections, like content blocks. And then this is the designed mockup. So I took that same wireframe and then added in some images and some text, and it only took me a couple of minutes to put both of these together. So I'm going to show you how I did that. So I'm just going to create a new page here. I'm going to call this wireframe 2, and then so all you have to do is you create a new page, and then you're going to go to the assets section and then pull in the section that you want. So let's say that you want this hero number, let's do hero number 11. So I'm just going to drag this into my page, and here's my hero section. I'm going to get a nav bar. I'm just going to do header 1 and drag this in, and then I'll kind of snap these together. And then I'm going to get another section here, so a card section. I like this one. Just drag this into my design, and then I'll do a text-based section just to break things up a little bit. This one here. And then we'll do a footer. So it's only taking me a little bit to drag these in. And then I'm connecting these. And then what I would actually do is, since these are components, I would put these in a bigger frame. So they are... Each component, it has a width of 2080, so we'll create a new frame. You just press the F key, and then we'll create our new frame here, and we just need this to be the same width, so it was 1280 width. And then we can kind of get this the same height as this mock-up here, and then we will drag these over, all of these component sections over into our new frame. And now we have our wireframe mockup. And so when I go back to my layers, I can rename this frame wireframe mockup, and then I can duplicate this and then start adding in the content. So once I've got my frame selected, I'm just going to duplicate it over, and then this one might be designed mockup. So I'm just going to call it designed mockup. And then here's where I would start changing the text and the colors and images and everything. So if I wanted this to be a different color here, or if I wanted to add an image, then I click into these different things and I can change out this image. And so there I switched it to just a color, but you can do all kinds of things here. And then once this is ready, because we put these into frames, we can preview them. So let me go back to the ones that I created. So I'm going to go ahead and preview these in Figma. And this is just the wireframes that the Wix Studio wireframe kit gives us. And then when I switch over to the new one, this is the one that I added in just a little bit of content. So I put the name here, KDC Marketing. I put the image in. I changed this headline to say we help you grow your business online. I put in some images, put in our different services, put in an image here. I changed this color to blue and changed some of the text. And then this let's get started. And then the footer I actually didn't change, but I probably would. I would change this copyright message. I might change these icons a little bit. But really quickly, you're able to get a nice professional looking design. And of course, these are wireframes, so you can start here, but you could always edit and modify these or add your own components or sections that don't exist in this wireframe kit. So once you're ready to build this in Wix Studio, the cool thing is in Wix Studio you have a wireframe section that pretty closely matches this wireframe kit. So here's all the hero sections, here's all the cards sections, and then spotlight sections and slideshow and text and list, and these are called collage here, but they're bento box, and then footers. So these are already here, like here's that let's work together footer here inside of Wix Studio. So you can, if you want to build them this way where you're just dragging in those wireframes and then adding in the content, you could do it that way, where you're adding in a section here. Let me just add one real quick to show you what that would look like. So I'm just going to go to my wireframe section, and maybe I'm going to add this card section here. Right, so I already have this section, it's already designed and ready to go. I just need to switch out the content. So that would be this section here where we are talking about that we help you grow your business and putting in these images and titles here. So that's one way to do it. The other way to do it is to use the Wix Studio to Figma plugin. So you can just import your design directly into Wix Studio with this new plugin. And this would be a really good option if you change this wireframe quite a bit. Maybe you're going to vary quite a bit from what they have. So maybe you have additional sections. Maybe you've really modified the existing wireframes. And so if you've done that, you might just want to import your design from Figma into Wix Studio directly. And that's going to save you time when you go to build your website as well. So this is a really great kit, in my opinion, because it gives you a couple of basic and advanced sections that you can work with. It's free to use. You just go to this page here and you can open this in Figma, and then you can start designing and creating your website mockups and pages, all from this wireframe kit. They have quite a bit of different options to use, and then you can always edit these components and make it your own as you edit the different wireframe sections, kind of like I did here with KDC Marketing. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. I'll try to put some of these links in the description here so you guys can get access to these resources. But also I have some videos where you can also do the same process if you want to just design and build in Wix Studio. You can just use these wireframes sections here and just do it here in real time. They also have Wix Studio also has full wireframe templates in their template library. So you can just work with the wireframes there as well if you want a full template, and then just add in your own text and images and other content. So I hope you guys found this video helpful, and I will see you in the next video.